Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Retail. In today's episode, customer thinks that because she wants it, everyone else does too. Wait, I have to read the sale. The battle of plastic versus paper never ends. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Customer thinks that because she wants it, everyone else does too. So the story happened a few years ago before COVID. I had been with the store for maybe 4 years roughly. A woman walks in looking for a certain item. I can't remember what it was, but I told her I don't think I keep that kind of item here, but we will head down to where they would be, and take a look. She was groaning a bit about how she needs the item and hopes we have it. We get down to the aisle, I look around, and don't see anything like it anywhere. I tell her that we don't have it, but before I can offer anything else, she says, "Well, I really need it, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. But get that item in the store. I'm not the only person who could ever need that." She was being rather snarky when she said that. So I told her the truth and said, "I'm not going to order it in for stock, because in the so many years I've been working here, you're the only customer who ever asked me for that item." She quiets down a little and simply gives a defeated "oh" and turns and leaves. I shake my head as she walks away. Thinking because you need it doesn't mean everyone does either. And before anyone asks, I was going to offer to see if the item was stocked by my company, and I would have ordered in for her before she got snarky. Wait, I have to read the sale. This happened when I worked at a grocery store in high school. I didn't check much anymore, but it was the weekend before Thanksgiving, so all lanes were open. We had a sale on 9-inch frozen pies, and a lady came through with several of the larger 12 pies. As I started scanning them, she stopped me to tell me I was overcharging her, and that these were on sale. Having worked several days in a row, I knew it was the smaller ones and explained that to her. She got louder, accused me of being an idiot, and insisted I follow her to the pies so she could prove me wrong. I tried to reason with her, but she just got louder and louder, and more insistent that I follow her. I figured it would take less time to do that than to continue the discussion, so I did just that. When we got to the frozen pies, she pointed to the sales tag and gleefully told me I was wrong and that she was right. I pointed out that the sales tags were all over top the 9-inch pies to the right, and not the 12 pies on the left, big chest freezers, not the stand-up ones. I also pointed out that all of the tags clearly stated 9-inch pies. Watching her face go from triumph to embarrassment to anger was pretty satisfying. She next yelled at me, "What am I supposed to do? Sit here and read the tags to figure out what is on sale and what isn't?" "Yes, ma'am, that is how most people do it," and I turned around and walked back to my register. The battle of plastic versus paper never ends. Hello. Got another fun story that happened a few days ago. I'm 20F and have been working in a grocery store for 2 years. So the other day, I was scheduled to check. I don't get scheduled to check much anymore because I'm trained to do a lot of other stuff in the store, but when it does happen, I enjoy it because it's the easiest thing I can do. This was pretty early in the morning on a weekday. One of our checkers was on break, so it was just me and one other checker, but we were pretty busy. I had an older guy at my register, and he had probably around $50 worth of groceries. As he's paying, I decide to start bagging his groceries. So I go over and start putting his stuff into plastic bags and putting them into his cart. I only have a few items left when he finished paying. Then this happened. He walks over to me, his hands in front of him, and he says to me, as if he's scolding a child, "What part of all paper and no plastic did you not understand?" I'm completely shocked, because up until this point we were both perfectly polite to each other. I look at him and say, "Excuse me. I didn't hear you say that," and I start pulling out paper bags. He mumbles something about how we should be outlawing plastic like they do in the West, and he starts taking his groceries out of the plastic bags, very slowly. To speed things up, and because I was irritated, I start grabbing the plastic bags and taking the stuff out of them very quickly so I can get rid of him and get to the next customer. Then he says, I don't mean to make a big deal out of this. He didn't even say sorry, which if he did I definitely would have forgiven him. I just said finished bagging his stuff, gave him his receipt, and said thank you. He said nothing and left. I understand that people like their groceries bagged a certain way. We got a few people who do paper inside plastic, but it's really not that serious. Just a polite "oh I said paper please" would have worked fine. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.